restricted and repetitive behavior is very typical of autism. You will not see in any other diagnosis. So it's very unique. And for me, if you ask me, how do you know how severe is my child's autism or what impairment they will get? So the first thing I will look at is their ignoring behavior, which is also called social emotional reciprocity, which means that how responsive is the child to the situation, and are they able to understand other people's emotion, their own emotion, and apply it, and how reciprocal they are during their communication or during their interaction with others. So, social emotional reciprocity is very well defined. It can be measured in other diagnoses, but restricted and repetitive is only typical of autism that I have seen. So, restricted would mean restricted activity, means activities could be from early morning brushing, toileting, um, it could be other things, having a bath, eating, playing, studying, interacting, sleeping. All of these are activities. So when you do an activity, you can have interest. So like when you are brushing your teeth, you want a particular paste, so you want that. You want a particular brush, so you want that. So you can have interest in an activity. And behavior would mean that, okay, when you're hungry, you need to eat. So that's the behavior. But when you're hungry, if you're only eating carrots, so that's a restricted behavior. So interest, activity, and behavior are all related, and usually behavior is a response to our body or to a situation. Uh, and interest would mean something particular that we want to do or in a certain way, and activity, anything that you do is an activity. So when children have autism and when they feel distressed, they will not always tell you that I feel distressed or I don't like it. So in a way, because they have a very strong memory and they can remember experiences and communication from a while back, it shows in their activity, it shows in their behavior, it shows in their interest. So they will not like to do something that can distress them. So usually when you want them to do something for the first time, they might not show interest in them. They might start with a no. Usually when you want them to do something in which they have had a bad experience, they'll say no, I don't want to do it. Or they will, if you force them or if they're feeling forced, then you will see that they will do more adjustment somewhere else. So restricted behavior is an adjustment. Restricted behavior is an adjustment to them feeling distressed. And repetitive behavior, so I have seen children who they've come to me, they say, oh yeah, everything is fine, the speech has come, the hyperactivity is better, but the child still make noise sometimes, or the child is still having tics, movements of the face and the body, or the child is walking on their tiptoes, or the child is showing difficulty with their sleeping, um, waking up again and again. So there are so many adjustments the child could be making to fit in the environment. So a diagnosis of autism is made, so we make the adjustment, not the child, so they don't have to make those adjustments to fit in the environment. And if a child has got autism, they will be restricted and repetitive in a number of ways. And we need to mark it, we need to measure it, and we need to make sure that we change the environment of the child so the adjustment by the child is less and less. And that's the whole purpose of an autism intervention. And if we work on that, then we see the child is more relaxed or the young person is more relaxed, and we see that with that we can make a significant increase in their connection with the environment, in their understanding of the environment, in their understanding of their own feelings. Because if they can just say that, look, I don't like to do this because I had that experience, then we can slowly build on and expose them rather than suddenly exposing them, and the problems will be less and less for them. So it's all about them understanding and them communicating.